Welcome, welcome, welcome to the second presentation of the Sips and Scripts New Works Festival. I am Charlie Brady. I'm the founder of Capital Arts Theater Guild.
And I am Yvette, and I'm the creator and producer of Sips and Scripts.
And we are so excited to present Mitigating Damages to you this afternoon. I have here, on my left, your right, Marilynn Anselmi, who wrote this wonderful piece, and I'd love her just to talk about the play a little bit, introduce yourself, give a few words to our virtual audience.
Great. Well, first of all, can I give thanks?
Sure, why not?
This has just been an incredible experience to help develop a work, something that I've never had possible in North Carolina, so I'm really excited to be in this inaugural class. Thank you to Yvette and Sips and Scripts, certainly to Charlie, for Theater Raleigh, for your Capital Area Theater Guild, to these wonderful actors, to my director, Jenny Latimer. I mean, this has been tremendous. So Mitigating Damages was actually based on an actual case. A lawyer friend of mine told me about these procedures that she went through when she was a practicing lawyer. We did not know that the Supreme Court and Texas were going to be involved, but there's always, with women's reproductive rights, there's always controversy, there's always a battle. So thank you very much. Thank you for everyone, and I'm really appreciative.
I think this piece is fallen in a very interesting time,
Yep.
and I think that it's an important piece to be presenting, and we're so glad that we get to spread that story for sure.
Thank you.
The director, as Marilynn mentioned, Jenny Latimer, is a very accomplished artist herself, New York actress, graduate of the UNC grad acting program. Runs Center Theater Group, a new children's theater company. Just got her hands in all the things and ran a really tight ship for this group. And so we couldn't be more thankful for Jenny's contribution. Also, a big part of this process, as Marilynn said, was the development process. And we do have some panelists that are watching that also gave some feedback from last weekend's round of presentations. Yvette's got some information about who's watching on that team tonight.
Absolutely. Today. We have 4 panelists who are observing today and who will be taking their notes to send to all the playwrights for further rewrites. Today we have Mr. Jerry Davis, who is the founding artistic director of Burning Coal Theater here in Raleigh, North Carolina. We also have Mr. Wendell Tabb, who is a former educator of many years at Hillside High School in Durham. He's also a producer and director. We also have Miss Vicki Evans, who is the founder of the African American Playwrights Group out in Charlotte. And of course, our special guest, Mr. Jeffrey Sweet, who is a nationally acclaimed playwright, as well as a council member of the Dramatists Guild. We would like to thank each and every one of them for giving us their time as well as their expertise, very beneficial to all of our North Carolina playwrights. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you so much, everybody, and welcome. Thank you for joining us. Before we get started, I would love to introduce this wonderful cast behind me really quickly. If we could start down here at the end.
My name is Darius Shafa, and I'm playing Aabir.
Hi, I'm Dana Marks. I'm playing Julie.
Hello, Daphne, Trevathan, Rhonda Drake. Hi, Sierra Nicole Smith, Taneesha.
Hi, I'm Cornell, and I'm playing Anaya.
Julie Oliver, reading stage direction.
All right, well, I think that's about all we need to cover.
Yes,
right?
absolutely.
So, yes, once again, thank you so much. Have a great afternoon. Enjoy this piece of work by these awesome artists, and we will see you after. All right? Here's Mitigating Damages.
Mitigating Damages by Marilynn, Anselmi. Act 1, Scene 1. Lights up on the cluttered law office of Julie Blecker. Julie sits at her desk working on files and checking her computer. An alarm on her phone sounds. She jumps, checking the messages.
Oh, fuck.
Rhonda sticks her head in the door.
Remember, you've got your...
Julie's cell phone rings.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm on my way. No, we will not be late. Okay. Yeah, hell, Drew. Of course I'm on board with this. I will see you in about 20.
Rhonda grabs Julie's handbag. Julie begins to run out of the office, sees Rhonda holding her bag and a red folder.
No, you don't. Come on, you knew I had my injection connection this afternoon. It's been on the books for months.
First Tuesday, 1:45 p.m. for your...
My modern fertility ritual. You want to see today's target?
Come on, Jules. You know, I know.
I know you know. Every hope-draining, hormone-ravishing moment like this pursuit, all of it, shit!
You know, we really never talked about it. Is this what you really want to do?
It's not what I don't want.
Not exactly the ringing testimonial for motherhood.
Well, I'd like to stay married, but most days. How's that?
Not my business.
No. Yet you still stand in front of me with this.
So I'll just take this and I will, let's
Okay,
see.
damn you. Sorry. Thank you. Who's on the waiver bypass circuit rotation?
D'Angelo.
Oh, shit.
I know, right?
As soon as the girls walk in, they...
That god-awful picture of his wife. And
Oh my God, 8 drooling kids.
Decked out in those revolting little blue school uniforms from
Our Lady of Perpetual Guilt.
Gratitude. Our Lady of Perpetual Gratitude.
Same difference.
And he only has 4 kids.
414. Great for him. Mazel tov.
And I think only 2 of them drool.
Shit.
Want me to text Drew?
Yes, tell him Judge Wilson called me into his chambers in the last minute to, I don't know, for a consult or fellatio, just something. Tell him to call the doctor's office and reschedule. For tomorrow morning, we'll go in before work. That'll appease him, I hope.
You sure?
Yeah, you owe me for this one.
Big time.
Huge time. Okay. She's still out there?
The clerk's office called and said they'd send her over.
Okay, so you just assumed I'd take her.
I mean, I can still call it D'Angelo.
Okay, all right. Just bring her in and get me a coffee like gallon size.
You sure? Caffeine and all?
Yeah, well, I've earned it. Hey, don't tell Drew that I've taken another girl.
Okay.
Well, listen, he says I'm pissing my valuable, highly valuable, billable hours away. Right?
I mean, there's all kinds of ways of getting paid.
Not for accountants. They live and breathe by the bottom line.
Here we go.
Rhonda leaves and re-enters.
Right this way, honey. Miss Blecker just happens to be in her office.
Rhonda motions Enaya into the office. Enaya enters in her hijab and sits very still, holding a folder and looking down.
You got the best, sweetie. Miss Blecker, she's going to help you. You're going to be fine. Believe me.
Thanks, Miss Drake. And don't forget the... Okay. Miss, you can take a seat. Sit down. Okay, I'm Julie Blecker. I handle cases like yours, if you decide. Okay, right. So you know, what do you know about this, the petition process? You know something about it? Okay. Good. That's really, really good. Well, as with everything with the law, there are tons of forms, there are a lot of questions, but that's my job to help you navigate through the process, which can be intimidating for young women in your, the position you find yourself in.
Enaya opens her file, pulls out a form, and places it on the desk.
I printed this out at school.
Wow. Huh. Never had a client who actually studied the document. So you understand that this law basically
Allows minor girls to petition the court for a waiver to obtain an abortion without a parent or guardian's consent or knowledge. Yes,
Okay.
I understand.
Julie pulls out some forms.
Okay. So let's talk about some of the things the judge will ask you.
Is the judge always a man?
Usually. But we do have some women that are female. Well, obviously, female judges. Is that a problem? All right, date of birth, age, yep, okay. Oh, you just had a birthday, you just turned 17?
Yeah. I mean, yes, ma'am. 2 weeks ago.
Ah. Not much of a birthday, is it? So, right at the top right here, check here if you would like the court to appoint me to represent you in this proceeding.
Enaya marks the form.
Good. And do you want your parent or legal guardian to receive notice of these proceedings?
No, please. No, they can't.
Okay, okay. It's fine. We'll indicate on all applicable papers be sent to my office. You sign right here. Okay, great. And when we're finished, I'll file this with the Office of the Clerk of Superior Court, and they'll schedule a hearing for a judge within a week. What's the best way to get in touch with you?
Oh, you can't call me from here.
No, it's okay, really, but we have to arrange a way to contact each other.
No, you can't. My brother Aabir, he can do anything with computers. He'll trace it.
Okay.
He'll find out it was from here. Please,
Okay.
please, you have to promise me. You promise you won't.
Okay, of course. Enaya, is that how you pronounce it? Enaya? Okay, Enaya, if we're going to work together, we have to trust one another, and communication is a big part of that trust.
He'll trace it and he'll tell them. You don't know what they'll do.
I can block my number so he can't see it. Okay, I've done it before with clients who have been afraid.
You don't know them.
Who? Who are we talking about?
A knock at the office door. Rhonda pushes it open, carrying the coffee.
Promise me.
Bad time?
No, come on in, Ms. Drake. It's fine. We're just we're working out some details. Right? You okay?
Honey, can I get you anything? Coke? Water?
How about some water, Ms. Drake?
Sure. I'll be right back.
Rhonda leaves.
You don't get it.
Probably not. But I promise to try if you do. Yeah, I can help, but you've got to let me.
Okay.
Now, not many of my clients come to me with their own copies of the forms and a file. We've done some homework, and that's good. That's really, really good. But I've got to be able to get in touch with you. There's got to be a way that we can
Rhonda
communicate.
enters, carrying the water.
Here we are.
Thanks, Ms. Drake.
Let me know if there's anything else that
Drake?
Ma'am?
Is your last name Drake?
Yes? Why?
My guidance counselor's last name is Drake.
Okay.
Okay, so if she calls you from her phone, your brother would see it's from an R. Drake.
And if he asks, I can tell them she's my school counselor calling about...
SAT prep classes?
I already took those.
Oh, how'd you do?
95th percentile?
No kidding. Okay. Anybody does that well, their school might want them to tutor other kids, right? And your guidance counselor, Ms. Rhonda Drake here, is kindly setting that up.
Yeah, Mom would like that.
Okay.
Something she could brag to her sisters over in Palestine. Would that be okay, Miss Drake?
Hello. This is Miss Drake, head guidance counselor. How can I help you?
You write your cell phone down so we both have it?
When you call,
As soon as the judge sets the date
you
and
can't
time.
leave a message if I don't answer. And don't text me, ever.
Okay.
I'm sorry, but my mom or brother check my phone all the time.
What's the best time to reach you?
I've got first block lunch from 11:45 to 12:30, or after 3:15 till about 3:50.
Perfect. Got your number of my favorite students.
Okay. She'll call as soon as we get the hearing date and time.
Thanks, Miss Drake. I really, really appreciate this.
Glad to do it. Julie, Miss Blecker, is there anything else?
No. Thanks again. '95th percentile, huh?
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Where are you applying?
Chapel Hill, for sure. Maybe Duke, maybe
Nice.
U of V. It depends on the scholarship offers.
It's nice, okay.
Ma'am?
Oh, I'm just wondering what our judge is going to say about a girl who, I'm sorry, a young woman, a smart young woman, who scores in the 5th percentile, top 5% academically in the nation, yet can't figure out how not to get, how far along are you?
13 weeks.
13 weeks pregnant. Yes.
I was in 6th grade before I was allowed to go over to a friend's house. 6th grade. I had no idea what girls or normal American girls did for fun. Didn't even know what fun was.
It must have been hard.
Also, that year, they started the, sex ed classes at school.
Oh, yeah. I remember that segregated torture. Boys in one room, females in another.
And a third, for kids whose parents would not let them attend. For those whose father said his precious daughter would learn all she needed to know about that subject from her Rhajha on her wedding night.
Rhajha.
Arabic for husband.
Ah.
So when they finally let me stay the night with some of the good girls, the girls who lived in the big houses and who were in the same advanced classes as me, well, that's when my real education began.
How so?
My 2 best friends, their dads are doctors. My dad loved that. And Mom was too scared to ask their mothers, their perfect blonde mothers, any questions about what happened at this thing they called a sleepover. So they let me. And I went, headscarf firmly in place, but I went. And we became the 3 musketeers, almost every weekend at one of their houses. Never mine, of course. It smelled weird, and Mom was really hard to understand. But their houses were always clean and way too big, and their parents trusted them. Trusted them with their huge rec rooms and makeup and magazines my mom would have burned in the barrel in the back of my dad's shop if she'd have caught me reading them. By the 9th grade, they were sneaking in some nice boys from our advanced classes. Later, they brought him. He plays basketball on the school team. He's not in our classes. But everybody knows him. And he's cute. And he liked the way my hair swung around when I danced without this. And he liked that his skin was just a little bit darker than mine. And I liked how my friends looked at me when I danced with him.
Wow. Were you raped? That still doesn't explain why you didn't use the protection.
I wasn't even sure what we were doing. And he promised he knew. He said he was always careful.
So do you plan on using this in the future?
Not with him. When he found out about this, he told me to have it. Then I told him what my family would do to him if they found out.
Why are you keeping this a secret from your parents?
You are familiar with Sharia law?
Somewhat.
I had an aunt, my father's youngest sister. She came here to the U.S. when I was 3. Lived with us for 7 so years. She met a guy here. Not Palestinian, not even Muslim. But he was nice. He bought me chocolate mint ice cream on Friday evenings, and then she disappeared one day. Completely. Both of them. I asked my mom over and over again, where is Auntie Faiza? She wouldn't say a word. I haven't seen or heard from them again. Are they dead? Or happily living somewhere beyond the reach of my family? Does he still get ice cream on the weekends? I don't think I'll ever know.
Surely they wouldn't harm their own family.
Since I was little, my parents tell me how their daughter must be pure. If I fail this law, I am dead to them. They send me home to Palestine where my cousins or uncles would make sure I pay the price. I cannot be pregnant.
Do you understand the abortion procedure?
Of course. I found out about this option at the clinic. The nurse told me they couldn't do anything since I'm not 18, but she gave me a pamphlet. I didn't know where to turn. I can't go through with this. I can't do this, not now, not when my life is just starting. I'm going to university. I'm getting away, and this isn't stopping me.
Okay. Okay. Here, look these over. I need copies of your grades,
Anaya gives her some documents.
any awards that you've won.
Hands her another paper.
Okay, and write down some ideas about your goals. What do you want to do after school? What do you...
Another paper.
Wow. Okay. Wow.
It's what I'm good at. I trained all my life.
What? Obviously. Okay, here's my personal cell. It's on all the time unless I'm in court.
But it says Sarah.
If you want to call me, ask for Sarah, and I'll know it's you. Okay, if you get a message from Sarah for, let's say, Melissa, you'll know it's me. And I need you to know this. Okay, this deception, it's hard for me too. But sometimes we have to weigh the mitigating damages, and in your case, your safety trumps my ability to be totally upfront. Do you understand this? If the judge gives you permission, what's your plan?
Plan?
How are you getting to and from the clinic? How will you pay for the procedure? Can you stay with someone overnight? What will you tell your parents? There's one more thing. It isn't on any of these forms, okay? Having this kind of secret is a big deal. This is a huge deal. Having an abortion is a huge deal. Me helping you do this without your parents' consent is a very big deal, particularly in your case. So I demand that all my clients have one grown-up who knows what's going on with you. Can you do that?
My friend Kinsey, her mom knows. We told her after Kinsey went with me to the clinic.
Okay, and she's okay with all of this?
She likes to think she's saving me.
Can you stay with her afterwards?
I'll tell Mom we have to study.
Okay, great. Last thing, you need an outfit ready for the hearing. Something nice, somber, and this is only a suggestion, but I think that your headscarf.
Okay.
Well, no. I think it actually might help.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, I get it. It makes me different.
Yeah.
Weird. From a strange, barbaric place.
We'll use what we can, Anaya. Okay, right? Or Ms. Drake or Sarah will get in touch with you soon.
Thank you, Miss Blecker. I'm really... I don't do things like this.
Yeah, I can see that.
I work really, really hard for what I want. I'm not good at asking for anything.
Enaya exits the office. Aabir comes from the shadows, approaches Julie's office, then follows Enaya off stage at a distance. Act 1, Scene 2. Early the next morning, Julie and Rhonda approach Julie's OB/GYN clinic, which is near the Planned Parenthood clinic. As they approach the clinic, recordings of protest chants start low and become increasing louder. Women need love, not abortion. Real men protect pregnant women. Pro-women, pro-life. Taneesha is watching.
This is way, way beyond the Call of Duty.
Way.
I think this makes us, even though for, the Middle Eastern girl waiver thing.
Not even close.
Oh yeah, how do you figure?
If I'm not mistaken, one includes actually doing your job, and I don't recall seeing hauling your boss's ass to fertility appointments on my job description.
All right. Well, how about I throw a Dunkin' Donuts stop on the way back from the courthouse?
Getting better.
Yeah, all right. Oh, and Drew says to tell you sorry.
I'm not asking.
Yeah. Emergency accounting meetings before 8 a.m. Right.
You're sure he's 100% on board with all this?
Julie sinks onto the bench.
He contacted this doctor. They were Kappa Alphas at Wake Forest.
Rhonda sits next to her.
So, both of you are on the same page.
No, it feels like something I might regret if I don't. And besides, Drew already has us on the waiting list for Little University Daycare.
Never heard of them.
No, because they don't advertise. Yeah. It just seems, I don't know, like choreographed.
And you like, what, more freestyling?
Yeah, well, I'm not even sure what that is, but that sounds like fun.
Protesters' chants become louder. Pro-women, pro-life.
God, they're back.
You put up with this nonsense every month?
Yeah, Drew drops me off around back if they're here. Fertility clinic and Planned Parenthood in the same block. I mean, he calls it Womb Road. I don't know. Something must have stirred them up today. You know what? Maybe we should cancel.
I didn't drag my butt out of my warm bed an hour early just to be stopped by some fools with a loudspeaker and some Sharpie markers.
All right, well, here goes.
They link arms and walk center stage. The protesting is louder. Julie stops.
Roe versus Wade forever!
Jules, are you crazy?
We can't let these Neanderthals win.
Do you want to get your shot or not?
My body, my choice!
Rhonda steps toward the noise.
We just passed the WRAL news van. They were looking for your group to interview for tonight's news.
The chants immediately stop.
Go before they figure it out.
Julie runs off stage. Rhonda looks around, sees Taneesha holding a sign reading, "Abortion, the Supreme Court also legalized slavery." Rhonda grabs the sign.
Really? You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
Taneesha moves away. Rhonda finds another sign on the ground, tears it up. Taneesha approaches carefully.
You don't want to be on TV?
How old are you?
I asked you something, girl.
You ain't my mama.
And you lucky I'm not. Maybe 15.
In a couple months.
And you think a 14-year-old girl has the right to tell women what they can do with their bodies?
I don't...
Rhonda points to the sign Taneesha was holding that says, "Abortion, the Supreme Court also legalized slavery."
Please don't tell me you came up with this.
One of the ladies at our church said I gotta come out here this morning.
Must be a mighty important lady.
Yeah, well, she promised not to, tell Grandma now if I come out here and help.
Hope whatever you did was worth all of this. So this is your penance?
Huh?
Your payback, blackmail.
Yeah, I guess so.
And you believe all this pro-life going straight to hell crap?
I guess.
You guess. You're gonna get up in my face screaming about what's in my uterus, and the best you can do is, I guess? Hell, if you was a boy, I'd tell you to grow a damn set.
Yeah, well, wish I was a boy.
Oh, no. Come here, girl.
No, man, I ain't got it.
I said come here, now.
She points next to her on the bench.
Look at me. You hear when I'm talking to you? Look at me. Whatever that lady thinks she got on you, you almost a woman. Time to come up with your own damn rules. You hear me?
Miss Rose's gonna kill me right after she tells Grandma who's gonna help her.
Rhonda pulls the girl into a hug.
What am I gonna do?
What do you want to do?
I don't know.
What do you want to do?
Well, I know.
In the deepest part of right here, what do you want?
I know what I don't want.
Uh-huh. That's a start. And how do you expect to get that?
I don't got no money. And Grandma never let me do it. Told me if I ever done like Mama, she'd kick us all out. I ain't even finished 9th grade. I can't.
Oh, girl.
Ain't nobody gonna help me.
There might be.
Julie enters.
Hello, wasn't she with the group that we just
hey,
had?
boss. Yep. This here's a new friend.
A friend? Didn't she
Yeah,
just...
turns out she wasn't exactly part of the group. She might have the same issues as some of our clients.
Oh, well, nice to meet you.
Oh, we haven't got to names yet.
Oh, well, I'll start. I'm Julie.
Julie's a lawyer. I work for her, and this is part of what we do.
Bust up these protests.
Only when absolutely necessary. Besides, it was fun.
And it worked. Hormone replete for another month.
No luck.
Drew's gonna be so pissed.
You went in there for a...
No, an abortion, no. I'm actually trying to get pregnant.
She was just telling me about some problem she's been having at home.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you okay?
No, I ain't ever gonna be okay. And neither is this. I can't do it. I won't.
One of the things we do is give girls in trouble a
Hey,
way
Rhonda.
out.
Rhonda.
If they want
Rhonda.
it. See, there's this law that can help girls.
Rhonda,
like
can we talk about it right now? You know as well as I do, she's got to go through the clerk's
Oh,
office.
yeah. Right. The clerk's office. And how's she supposed to know about this?
We cannot recruit.
She didn't even know this damn clinic was here before the little church-sponsored do-gooding field
It's
trip.
not ethical.
Ethical? Protocol?
Legal, Rhonda. It's not legal. We can't start offering our services to all the unfortunate girls who get into trouble.
Trouble. Girls whose only experience with the law is on the wrong side. Hell, Julie, you know as well as I do that girls like her never think the law might, for one chance, be on their side and actually help them.
Okay, if and when she comes to us, through the correct channels, we'll do everything that we can.
If and when's a mighty long time. And usually way too late for girls like us. Her.
Rhonda begins walking off and returns to the bench.
There's a lady counselor in there, a friend of mine. Name's Betty Phillips. Open the door, turn left. Tell her Rhonda Drake sent you.
Taneesha stands, begins to walk off. Rhonda takes a step toward her. Julie pulls her back. Taneesha returns and stands next to the bench.
What's her name?
Betty Phillips. First door on the left.
Julie's phone buzzes. She checks the messages and jumps up.
Judge Jenkins set Anaya's hearing time, day after tomorrow, 3:30.
I'll call her. Should about hit her about lunchtime. You going?
Taneesha considers the clinic. Rhonda listens to her phone.
Why isn't she answering? She said she'd be at lunch. Will you try again? Well, maybe she'll call back when she sees you called.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh my God. You don't think her family somehow found out
I
about all
don't
this?
think, and you shouldn't either, remember? We only show them the door. They got to go through it for themselves. Well,
I ain't got a ride back, and the last bus leaves in a...
Julie, I could...
No, go on. You got enough on your plate to worry about right now. I'll have Miss Phillips get you an Uber to our office. All right? Tell your grandmother you'll be late. Is that okay? Will she mind?
Nah, she's cool long as I'm home for supper.
Okay.
Go on.
Taneesha walks slowly into the clinic.
I can try Enaya.
Okay.
Should I leave a message?
No. No, God, no. Jeez, why didn't I get her friend's number? You don't think her fifth shit? Rhonda.
Let's get back to the office. She's a smart girl, Julie. A very smart girl.
Act 1, Scene 5. Later that afternoon, lights up on the office. Rhonda enters, helping Taneesha. Julie is seated.
Sit down right here. You need to call anybody before we get started?
Nah, Grandma thinks I'm at my GED classes, and Miss Rhodes thinks...
How about we leave her out of this? I'm going to get us both a nice cup of hot tea. You like tea? Let me try that again. Do you like tea? Yes, ma'am?
No, ma'am. No, thank you. I don't like tea.
Okay, that's a start.
But I could drink me a Mountain Dew if you got one.
I'll see what I can do.
Rhonda exits. Julie continues to write down messages.
Okay. So as the clerk told you, one of the things we do here is help or offer help to girls in your position.
My what?
Your position, your situation, your circumstance.
You mean knocked up?
Ah, yeah, yes. So you understand this law gives you the right to waive parental consent in cases where you'd like to get... Did I say something funny?
Parental consent.
I'm sorry, how's that funny?
Don't think that counts for my ma. She's up in Raleigh at the women's prison.
Oh.
I don't see her much.
Well, this law lets girls like you, pregnant girls under 18, petition the court for a waiver of parental consent or your legal guardian, anyone.
So don't nobody gotta say yes?
Exactly. Nobody but you and the judge, of course. Do you know how far along you are?
Clinic nurse say about 14 weeks.
We aren't showing.
Except for these. Ain't never had much before.
There are some advantages. Your grandmother didn't know?
She don't, but loudmouth Mrs. Rose sure as hell gonna tell her if I don't do like she says. She saw me puking every morning at camp, made me tell her.
Look, I can't tell you what to do, but I don't see where you need to tell her anything.
Huh?
Let her come to her own conclusions when she asks. Say, I don't know, tell her you were wrong. It's not really her business anyway.
Rhonda enters carrying a cup and a Mountain Dew.
1 purloined Mountain Dew somebody hid in the staff fridge. So how we doing?
How are we gonna get that judge to say okay?
Well, first, read over these papers. And... honey, I don't mean to imply that, that if you can't manage to, though, I mean, it's not any fault of your own if you can't.
Hell, can you read these?
I might need some help with some of the words.
You try, and anything you need help with, I'll help you, okay?
She's 14. Rhonda, we've got to find out if she was...
Not yet. Give me a while with her.
Did Enaya call back?
Not yet.
Shit. I had a really bad feeling about this. I told her that we needed a sonogram for the judge.
I'll try again after school. You know, I passed right by her school on my way to work.
She has to take responsibility for this. We shouldn't be
Miss
chasing
Rhonda?
her.
Yes?
What's it mean here, alternatives to abortion?
There's a few. There's keeping the baby.
No way.
Fine. But you've got to at least think about those choices.
You ask what I want? Well, I know I don't want no baby coming up like I done.
It's just one option. There's other things you could do. How about adoption?
Who wants this baby? Poor black mama and daddy's family in and out of jail? I want a baby someday, but after I'm grown and when I'm ready, not now. Like I said, I have this kid, Grandma puts us both out.
Okay.
How can somebody don't even know if she wants a cup of tea decide things for her own baby?
That's good. That's really good. That's exactly what you tell the judge.
We'll need the pregnancy report from the clinic and your school record from the GED office. Have you ever worked anywhere?
Part-time at the program for the little kids at church.
Okay. Here's some more questions the
The
judge
office door
might ask.
slams open and Aabir enters.
Excuse me, you can't just walk in here without
Where
an
is
appointment.
she?
Who? Who are you looking for?
Somebody named Drake.
Young man, this is a law office. This
I
is
know
Julie
damn
Blecker.
well what this is. Saw the name on the sign downstairs. Are you Drake?
I'm calling security.
Aabir slams the door shut and locks it.
What are you telling her?
Who? Who are you talking about?
Enaya Rhajha, my sister. I know she was here. Why was she here?
You're gonna have to leave or I'm calling the police.
Go ahead, call them. You can't talk to a minor without a family member.
Get out. Now! All right, I'm calling the police.
Okay, I'm going. But I'm not giving up. She's mine.
Julie slams the door behind him and locks it.
I will find out what you're trying to do to her.
He turns from the door, lights up on Enaya sitting on the bench.
They're not doing anything to me.
Aabir storms to her, grabs for her. She moves behind
Come
the
on.
bench.
You're coming with me right now. Now.
No.
What did you say?
You heard me.
He grabs for her. She moves away.
I'll scream.
Who is this? Drake R?
How did you even...
Why are you here? Tell me right now, or I'll...
What? What will you do, Aabir?
I will. I'll tell Father.
Really? Then why didn't you tell him after you followed me here?
I wanted to find out. I wanted to see for myself what kind of trouble you're in.
So you could what? Have me stoned? That's what they can do, right? Stone an unmarried girl if she...
If she what?
If...
No. No.
That is why I came here.
Don't say another fucking word. No, you are not. You cannot be.
Why can't I be?
Because our girls, good girls,
You
they...
mean naive, trusting girls.
You would not. You are not...
Don't you get it? I am a good girl. Such a very, very good girl who was completely naive and trusting. Exactly how I was trained to be.
Why? How did this happen?
I came here to this office afraid, no, terrified for my life. If father or mother found out? Are you telling me you haven't had sex?
That's different.
Really?
And none of your damn business.
Or yours?
I'm a man.
And you had sex with a woman? Or was she just a girl?
You do not say that word. I do not have to tell you.
And I don't have to tell you.
It's different for girls.
Why? Because we pay the price of not knowing the rules of a world I don't even believe in.
You don't know.
A world I won't follow once I get the choice or the chance to leave.
What are these women telling you? What are they trying to do to you?
They're helping me with this trouble, as you called it.
They don't know us.
I've been escaping ever since I started reading. Ever since I started watching and learning how I do or do not fit into our family's life.
Aabir sits down on the floor.
My favorite big brother who always tries to protect his baby sister. I bet you knew. I've been leaving since I was little.
Oh, God. He will. He will send you back home.
You think
back
Palestine is my home?
You were born here. It's always been different for you. You've never felt like I do. It never felt like home to me here. Just a place to...
It's different for women. A smart, ambitious woman like me. Can't you see that?
We, all of us, are so proud of you. All those grades, the awards, your rich friends. It's been so easy for you to get in, to beat them all, show them we're just as good or better than them. Until...
This.
Yes. You cannot. You cannot.
No, I can't.
No.
That is why I'm here.
No, you cannot do this. This abomination.
Which abomination is it going to be? Which one do you prefer? You tell father and I disappear like Abdi Feza and they send me to Palestine and it's all in your hands.
No.
You know what they'll do.
No.
To me, you can't tell them.
No.
You have to let me go.
No, I can't.
Then kill me now. Get it over with. I would I don't know.
He looks around wildly and runs out. End of Act 1. Intermission. We'll take a 5-minute break. Act 2, Scene 1. Later that evening, Julie and Rhonda sitting in the office.
Do you think if I call some hunky firefighters will carry us to the elevator?
Don't think I can even make it out the door. Ugh.
Is there anybody else we can call?
For me? Probably not. Drew would probably come and get you. Right?
No, I don't think so.
Really?
Not after this morning's results.
Shit. I didn't even ask about your shot thing this morning.
Oh, God, was that this morning?
Feels like 16 years ago.
I wish it was. Man, what I wouldn't do differently. I had 16 years.
Oh, really? Like what?
Not without alcohol.
Julie pulls out a wine bottle from a desk drawer, finds a corkscrew, and opens the wine.
You're not supposed to be drinking in your...
In my what? My condition? My condition? Turns out I don't have a condition. Might never have a condition. Might never have a condition.
Rhonda gets 2 plastic cups.
Alrighty then.
She places the cup on the desk and Julie pours. Rhonda smells the wine and takes a small sip.
Oh, God. You actually like this?
Drew picks it up for us every time he's in Raleigh.
This tastes like my brother's baseball mitt smelled.
Is that good?
Kind of a mix of dirt mixed with worms and butt.
Well, keep drinking. All right, it's just what we called an acquired taste. Yeah, you'll love it by the 3rd bottle.
Rhonda takes another sip.
And you pay for this?
$30 a bottle.
Damn, white people are weird. got anything else stronger stashed in those secret drawers?
Nope, bottoms up. Come on, the entire glass or cup. Chop, chop.
Here goes.
She drains the cup.
Not so bad when you can't taste it. Okay. 16 years ago.
Julie drains her cup, fills it, sips.
Oh. All right, what the hell? 16, no. It's more like 18 years ago. Summer before I was going off to college, my then boyfriend, this big, great looking asshole, decided he'd waited long enough. So, a month before I left, he...
Jules.
No.
You know you don't have to.
I said I would. I'm going to. He decided it was time. And so we did. It. The dirty deed.
Did you want to?
I didn't even realize I'd had a say.
I hear that. So you got...
Knocked up. Bone in the oven. In the family way. Oh, the spout. That one's English, I think. And this one's so positive, though, in my case. Fitting. Harboring a fugitive. Yeah.
Fill her up.
Yeah, that's my girl.
So you had a
friend of my mom's. Knew some doctor in Greenville who took care of these things discreetly for nice girls.
So, and you're under no obligation to answer this, but do you think that had anything to do with what's going on with you and
my persistent chronic infertility? The inability to pass along the famous Blecker patrician looks, reliable intellect, and a dusty name? Who knows? Possibly. Probably.
Shit.
So earlier when I said I could have been Anaya's mom, I could have been, literally, if I'd had it.
And if you did, would we be sitting here now?
Hell no. I would be at home with mommy and daddy, no college, no law school. I mean, maybe I'd have gone to like community college and become like
me.
No, Rhonda, I didn't mean it like that.
No, what? that's pretty much my life with some minor plot revisions.
Wait, how's it like your life?
Nope. Still your turn.
Rhonda almost drains her cup. She fills Julie's cup, then she takes the cups, placing them on opposite sides of the desk.
What's this?
Us. Most of us, anyway.
I'm not getting it.
Rhonda points to Julie's cup.
This here is all the rich, usually white women who want kids but can't have them, but can't afford those high-priced hormone pincushion treatments that you get. And this,
pointing to her almost drained cup,
this here is all the poor, usually colored girls we see who got to get rid of theirs but can't.
Is this what you really think?
Pretty much, yeah. Your cup runneth over. Ours is usually bone dry.
Shit. It's a buzz killer if I ever heard one.
Rhonda fills her cup. They drink.
So what you're saying actually is we're fucked if we do, and we're
fucked if we don't, and fucked if we fuck.
Julie pours more wine and they toast.
God.
Does Drew know about this?
No, God. No, I never told him.
No?
Why. No. I never told him about it. In fact, you are the first person I've told. Ever.
I'm honored. And it's your fucking call.
Yeah, amen, sister. Okay. Enough about me now, Ms. Rhonda Drake. It's your turn.
Don't think so. Grandma told me never drink and tell.
You're a smart woman. But you know what? The truth is, you never tell me anything about...
Shut up long enough.
That's not right.
Probably
or
why we get
fair.
along so good.
Wow.
But who cares? No rules for relationships.
Wow. You're way better at this than my shrink. Plus, we never drink or laugh.
So, back to you. How is Drew handling all this? Really?
He's how should we say this? He's tired.
Tired of what?
Performing, I guess you would call it.
Never knew a youngish man to get tired of that.
Oh, yeah, well, when it's required or on a schedule, it kind of takes the intrigue and romance out of it.
No way.
Yeah, he says he feels like a trained circus act.
Ever tried whips and chains?
They're gonna hurt.
So, think that's why you ended up doing this, helping these girls?
What, like some kind of cosmic payback? Appeasing the angry fertility gods?
My grandma believes we women are still paying back for talking Adam into biting that apple.
Oh, we think Sharia law is weird.
Different shoots from the same seed, if you ask me.
You don't buy any of that?
What?
Well, that them being punished. I mean, I don't know. Like that sin crap those right-wingers love to throw at us.
Okay. You have definitely had too much.
Okay, no, really, Ron, you don't, right? I mean, they're all full of shit, right?
Yes, Jules. They're officially full of shit.
So, what do you think happens when you decide to,
abort? Shit, girl, where all this
No,
come
really,
from?
Ron, I really want to know. I want to know. What do you think?
I think we have some sort of soul-to-soul discussion with the fetus, right? Then I think both of us kind of decide that the timing just isn't right for either of us. No harm, no sin, just a pause. Just a pause.
Pause. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, this is getting way too deep.
Okay, yeah, we got court tomorrow. So.
And in no way either of us driving home.
Right.
Think Drew mind dropping me off by the hood?
You do not live in the hood. And anything to postpone performing under the big top.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your kinky viewing pleasure this evening, our main attraction under the big top is Drew Blecker and his amazing,
not so amazing,
while his amazing, beautiful assistant will demonstrate rare feats of alluring fertility dancing, which no red-blooded man has ever resisted.
Oh, really? You want to bet?
Well, no man should resist.
Yeah. She pulls Julie to her feet, and Julie puts her arm around Rhonda.
Would you if you were a man?
You really want to know?
Julie's cell rings.
Go on. Answer it. Prince Not So Charming awaits.
Act 2, Scene 2. The next afternoon, Enaya enters dressed very professionally, wearing her hijab with an attaché. She sets her case on the bench, opens it, removes her long sweater, removes a suit jacket, unfolds it, puts it on, folds the sweater, removes a folder, puts it in the case, closing it. She sits on the bench. She looks through some papers, straightens her skirt. Enter Taneesha. She has some papers in her hand. She's dressed in a very clean t-shirt, jeans. Enaya moves to one side of the bench. Taneesha sits on the other side.
Excuse me.
Yes?
You know what time it is?
Enaya points to a clock on the wall.
Yeah, I didn't see it. Thanks. You work here?
What?
You a lawyer here?
Me? No, I don't work here.
You know Miss Julie and Miss Rhonda? I do. They both of them real nice. You look like you could work here.
Thanks.
You in some kind of training class to be a lawyer?
I don't know, maybe.
Only lawyer I know was some dude supposed to help my mama. He didn't.
Oh. I'm sorry.
It's okay. She probably deserved it.
Oh.
Taneesha looks at Enaya's forms. Enaya snatches them back.
Do you mind?
Sorry.
Taneesha takes out the same form and shows it to Enaya.
Oh.
Yeah, me too.
You don't look like
you neither.
Good.
How far are you?
Oh, I'm 13 weeks. Almost.
14 for me.
Oh.
You cold?
No. Why?
Your scarf thing.
Oh, no, it's part of our custom.
What time's your
Hearing?
Yeah.
3:30. Yours?
4:15.
And I thought I was early.
Only bus runs this ways now. I don't mind waiting. Gives me something to do besides thinking about, you know.
Yeah. Anything's better than that.
I'm Nisha. Actually, Taneesha. But Grandma's the only one who calls me that, usually when she's pissed. It's cool. You don't have to tell me yours.
No, I didn't even really want to tell her. My lawyer.
Me neither.
You didn't?
Nah. She knows everything else about me. Figure I could keep that back.
Yeah. Yeah. It's Enaya.
Oh. Never heard that one.
No, probably not. My parents are from Palestine.
Oh. How do you say it?
Enaya.
Enaya. That's pretty. Does it mean something in Palestine?
It's Arabic. It means care or protection.
Wow. That's cool. I wonder if mine means anything.
Probably.
Nobody ever told me.
You can look it up.
Or make up my own.
Right. What would you choose?
Oh, man, let's see. How about girl with tons of money? Or girl with no problems?
That's a good one.
Right now, girl who ain't pregnant would be a real good one.
Yeah.
Taneesha looks at the clock.
You're almost up.
Enaya opens her attaché and pulls out the sweater.
Do you like this?
What?
For your hearing. Only if you want to.
You think it would help?
Maybe. Here, stand up. See how it looks.
Taneesha puts it on.
How'd I look?
Good. Really good.
So I can wear it.
Yes, absolutely. Actually, you can keep it.
Really? Nah, I don't think
Yes, please. Maybe since it was mine, it means you're, protected, too.
Julie enters.
Okay, they're ready for us.
Enaya stands and collects her things.
Good luck, Taneesha.
Yeah, you too, Enaya.
You're early. Ms. Drake will come and get you in a little while. Are you going to be okay out here?
Yep, I'm protected.
Are you all ready? Okay. Let's go. We're right here in the first floor conference room.
Julie leads Enaya off stage. Aabir runs in. He looks all around, checking down halls, and returns to the bench. Taneesha pulls herself to the end of the bench.
Shit. Hey, you. I'm looking for my sister. Must have been here a few minutes ago. This is the main door. You must have seen her.
He pulls on the sweater.
Hey, this is hers.
Give him back now!
This petition waiver thing. Anaya's doing this too. I know you saw her.
Give it!
Oh, so you got your,
I didn't see nobody. Give it here.
I think you might need these papers.
You can't do that.
Watch me.
Stop! Stop it!
So did you see her?
Okay, she was here.
Which way did she go? You want these back? A lot of people don't like stuff messed up. Probably put you in jail or something. Now, which way?
Give him here and I'll tell you.
No way. You want them, you tell me now.
Okay. Put them right here. Soon as I tell you, you let them loose.
Aabir puts the pages on the bench and holds them down.
Which way?
She went with that lady lawyer up there.
She points in the opposite direction.
I heard her say it was on the 3rd floor in some conference room.
Aabir jumps up and runs off stage. She grabs her pages and runs off in the other direction. Act 2, Scene 1. 2 days later, early morning, the bench in front of the clinic. Enaya enters. Aabir enters several feet behind her.
This is it. We're early. Probably not even open yet.
She tries the door. It is locked.
Probably just a couple of minutes. You want to sit? Okay, I'm sitting. A beer? Can you even look at me? You didn't say a word the entire ride. Okay. I get it.
You get it? No, you don't get it. You don't get anything.
Okay, I don't know what you're going through. I don't even know what I'm going through. I know this is impossible for you. But
No.
I'm going to say it.
No.
Thank you.
Don't. I don't want to hear you.
I know.
The clinic door is unlocked and a light comes on.
It's time. A beer?
Go. Just go.
She stands looking at him, at the clinic, at him, walks slowly into the clinic. After she is in the door, he looks around. He paces back and forth, glancing at the clinic. He lights a cigarette, puts it out, sits, gets up, paces, finally sinks to his knees.
Samini. Please forgive me.
He pulls himself up and runs off stage. A few moments later, Julie enters. She starts to walk to her doctor office, stops, turns and sits on the bench. Her cell phone rings.
Yeah, where the hell are you? What? Yes, I'm here in front. No, I'm going inside, but hurry up, Drew. I need you here with me, okay?
Julie stands, walks slowly off stage. A few seconds later, Aabir enters, looks around, approaches the clinic door, but does not open it. He stands next to the bench a few moments, then stalks off the opposite direction. Rhonda and Taneesha enter. Taneesha is still dressed in Anaya's sweater.
Don't know why you're dragging me down here. No means no.
Yeah? Well, that's why we got appeals.
Why do you think the next judge's gonna change his mind?
For one thing, the next one is a she.
Huh?
We got Judge Robinson for the Superior Court appeal, and she's a she.
It probably won't matter.
Taneesha, this don't mean nothing. You hear me? All that first judge said is that he didn't think you fully understood your options.
Because I don't got any. And I never will either.
Do you want to have this baby? Then you're going to get your butt in this clinic and let my counselor friend help you understand what you do and don't want. Got it?
Rhonda sits on the bench.
Okay, then get.
You ain't coming with me?
Did you ask for anybody's help getting you in this mess? Then you don't need nobody's help getting you out. Go on now. This bench is getting mighty hard.
Rhonda points to the door. Taneesha walks to the door and enters.
Christ.
Aabir enters. Rhonda stands and gets behind the bench.
What the hell are you doing here?
I came with...
What did you do to her? I swear to God, I'm going...
Aabir points to the clinic.
What? You...
She needed, I brought her here.
He begins to collapse. Rhonda runs to him and helps him to the bench.
Sit down. Over here. Now listen. All this is gonna be fine. You hear? Anaya, she's gonna be fine. This is no shame. You hear me? We all go through this. We all go through this kind of shit, but it proves us, see? Shows us what kind of people we are.
This here goes against every single thing we were taught. If we don't have that, what's left?
Her. That's what you'll have left. Alive. Enaya. And she's always going to remember who helped her through one of the worst times of her life.
And father and mother, will they thank me?
What you did here for Enaya today, that took strength. Real strength. A man's strength.
I don't feel strong. I feel like I'm gonna pass out. Or cry. Again.
But see, it's the strong ones, the really strong ones who got the strength to stand up and admit it.
You can't understand. You people talk and talk, but know nothing of honor or respect.
Where was that honor and respect for Enaya when she had to sneak into her office because she didn't know how to protect herself from getting in this situation in the first place? And then knowing what her family would do to her now.
You can't understand.
Why did you bring her here?
Because if I don't, they will. She'll be gone.
But when she gets over this, and she will, believe me, the one thing Enaya will know for the rest of her life is who helped her through it.
And the disgrace.
Seems like an honorable trade-off to me. You haven't told them anything.
I need to smoke. Do I have time before she...
Go on. I'll be right here.
Aabir walks off stage. Rhonda settles on the bench. Julie enters but does not see Rhonda. She straightens herself and walks off. Rhonda rises and looks after her.
Julie? Julie! What's going on? Julie!
Rhonda runs after Julie. Act 2, Scene 4, 3 days later, morning. Lights up as Rhonda enters the office carrying a donut bag and 2 large coffees. She sets the food on the desk, places the donut on Julie's side along with the coffee. She looks at her watch and sits down. She gets up, checks out the door, sits back down. Julie enters. Rhonda stands.
Sight for sore eyes.
Come here.
Julie steps in and Rhonda hugs her.
I'm so sorry. Girl, how you feeling?
Feeling? That's an interesting concept.
Julie, what's going on?
I didn't expect to feel, or not feel like this, ever again.
You should have called.
Oh, it's okay.
She looks at the donut and the coffee.
For mayonnaise?
Of course.
Heated? My Lord, I miss you. And the coffee?
High test and chock full of sugar.
Watch out, Judge Wilson.
She eats. They drink.
In the 7 years we've worked together, you took 1 day off when your mom passed, and 2 for that bat flu 3 years ago.
Yep.
And now this. 2 consecutive days.
Yep.
So, I'm listening. This isn't about the fertility thing, is it? I didn't see him with you after your appointment.
He
drink some more of that coffee while it's hot.
Turns out our doctor already told him that morning on the phone. So I was sitting in there in that waiting room with all those other expectant mothers-to-be. He already knew.
So he let you sit there on your own.
I guess he decided he didn't want or need to be with me when his friend, our doctor, told me there wasn't any need to keep up with the... Wow, yuck. I don't like this. I'm putting this away.
Jules, you can't keep
doing
it.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Turns out I had a lot of practice 18 years ago. Yeah, and just when I needed it, just when I really, really needed it, the ability to sublimate everything popped right back into place. Bam! Saved me once. Here it is again. Oh, man. Donuts are fabulous. Fabulous. Really.
You gotta stop this. This, what did you call it? Sublimation? It isn't healthy, Julie. You should have drank more of that nasty wine.
Oh, I did at first. And then it hit me. All this really did was expose us, like, excoriate our true ugly reality.
Nothing about you is ugly.
Yeah? Ask Drew.
Good, good. Laughing is good. Way better than emotionalist Stepford wives thing you got going on. If you feel like telling me how you did all of that,
I told you, I am not feeling.
Okay, okay. So what happened when you got home?
So I got home. I get home from the clinic that morning, still thinking maybe Drew is waiting there, or too messed up to come to the clinic, or maybe had some kind of emotional breakdown about, I don't know. And he was.
And was he there?
No. No car in the garage. No note. No voicemail. So I try him at his office. His secretary puts me through to him, and he says, "Hello, this is Drew Blecker. How may I assist you?" Like nothing happened. Like we didn't just go through this life-altering event.
Now see, that ain't right.
And so he asked me how I'm feeling, like you do with the checkout lady at the Walmart. He tells me, take a nap, and that we'll talk this evening.
Hell.
Rest, he says, drink some wine and rest. So I wait, and then he comes home. Late. Can you believe that? So I'm sitting in the garage in a lawn chair, right in his space. He pulls up, like inches up to about a foot away. And I wasn't gonna budge. Right? I remember thinking, go ahead, gun it. Come on, run me over, you chicken shit. But he stops. He gets out, doesn't even ask how I'm doing. Shit. And then he says it. Tells me one of his conditions for being married is having kids.
He did not.
Says if I can't do that, then we have to rethink our steps as in marriage.
I'd have next stepped into his ball sack if he's got one.
And then that's when this feeling, this non-feeling thing descended. Like this cloud of some magic gas that made everything still and pain-free. And I knew right then, standing in the garage, looking at this man I thought I loved, that I didn't. You know, and I tested myself like you do when you have a bad toothache that's kind of gone away, but your tongue kind of doesn't quite believe it, and so it keeps delicately pressing and pushing at the tooth. And it's gone. No surges, no stings, no stabs, no searing, fall on the floor pain. Ta-da! Here I am, pain-free and fine.
And you didn't yell or scream?
No, nope. I mean, look, it's okay, Rhonda, really. I'm over it. I mean, maybe even a teeny bit relieved. You know, no more waiting, hoping every month. No more trying to pretend we were excited or having fun trying to get pregnant. I'm done with all of it.
You didn't break anything?
No, I didn't break anything.
Paint
No,
his fancy ass
it's
truck?
okay. Listen, you see, it's
bullshit.
It's okay, I'm okay.
Bullshit. Nobody disassembles that much of her life and then waltzes back to her old reality.
Okay.
With nothing but la-di-da.
Can we just go back to what I've got? Load of answers. Just
I ain't buying it.
Lights down on the office, up on Enaya and Taneesha sitting at a table. They have forms and papers spread out before them.
Okay, that was better. One more time.
Why do you think you and Mrs. Rhonda think this new judge gonna be any different?
They're not different. You are.
Yeah, I'm tired of all this crap. I just want to go home.
Really? That's what you really want? Because if it is...
Okay, one more time. But this is it, Enaya. Saying this stuff over and over ain't gonna make that lady judge sign my form.
All right. Here we go. Miss, one of the requirements for me signing your appeal for waiver is that you demonstrate an understanding of your options, including abortion. Can you explain to me your full understanding of your options?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Your Honor.
Yes, ma'am, Your Honor.
Better. Keep going.
After my first request for the waiver was turned down, this counselor lady at the clinic told me...
I spoke with a counselor at the clinic.
I spoke with a counselor at the clinic.
Good.
And we talked about what might happen if I had this baby. I don't have no job. And Grandma already said she's too old to watch another baby. So no place to live, no school, no job. What kind of life would I give a baby? I can't even take care of myself. So, when I get my appeal signed...
Go on.
The counselor explained how long it will take and that I gotta have somebody with me.
Your new friend, Anaya.
Yep. And the drugs they're gonna give me, and then how they gotta dilate my
cervix. Dilate your cervix? But you don't need to say
Yeah, dilate my cervix. Enaya?
Keep going.
I will, it's just...
You're doing so well.
Okay, it's just...
What?
Did it, hurt?
They won't ask you that.
I know. It's just, I want to know for me.
I get bad cramps almost every month.
Me too, but not every time.
I fainted once in the 9th grade. Mom had to come pick me up from school. I even missed a chemistry test, so you know it had to be extreme.
Yeah, so the abortion, is it worse than them?
While they were dilating me, it was like my worst cramps times 10.
Oh, God, I can't.
But it didn't last for very long, and the drugs help.
Do they let anybody come back there with you?
Oh, Nisha.
I mean, did you see anybody with, I don't know, maybe their mom back there with them?
Yeah, I did. The girl next to me had her mother with her. I could hear her crying, and the mom kept saying, "It's okay, baby. Just a little bit longer."
Wow.
Yeah.
You didn't have...
No. Nobody.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks. So after they dilate me, they'll start the procedure, which is done with a big machine
I'll do it.
Huh?
Go back there with you. I'll do it.
You will? You do that? Why?
Because I know how it feels not to have anybody say it's okay.
Lights down on them, up on Julie and Rhonda in the office.
Let it go, Ron. Work is the best thing for me.
Uh-uh.
Ron, I just want to dig into these files.
And bury your bullheaded head in the sand.
Yeah, I'm fine. Just because I'm not falling apart and crying my eyes out and dragging my depressed ass around here doesn't mean that I need your intervention.
Sit your depressed butt down. Now. If the only way I can break through that ice is to tell you about my things and how I did and did not deal with them, then you're gonna listen.
What are you trying to do?
I said sit down. And you're finally gonna hear my sad ass past. See, my dealing with things started a long, long time ago. Way before them 18 years you told me about.
Okay.
You know, Charles and I grew up with my grandparents. Granny used to say if somebody said the sky was blue, I'd say it was green just to argue. She tore my butt up every time trying to get the fight out of me. Until my 5th grade teacher moved me to the smart classes, because of my reasoning skills. Suddenly, my arguing became reasoning. From that day, Gran decided that I was going to be the first lawyer in the family.
Oh, Rhonda.
She saved every spare dime, put it in a jar, which became my law school fund.
But you didn't attend.
Somewhere between my junior and senior year in high school. The choir director's daughter and I were supposed to be cleaning the Sunday school rooms upstairs in the church. Gran came in and caught us doing everything else but cleaning.
Oh, shit.
When I got home, all my things were piled on the curb. She bought Charles a brand new truck when he turned 16 that year with the money from those jars for my law school fund.
So the stuff about the full and empty cup, you should have told me, Rhonda.
See, I was proud of I could finally listen and share somebody else's hope. And I started with you, Julie, to finally feel again. Scared me at first. But you needed me, and you put it all out there. I was scared about what to do, but you trusted me, and...
You, Rhonda Drake, are my friend. You are my best friend in this whole stinking world. You should have told me. You stubborn.
The women hug. Julie kisses Rhonda.
You know I love you. See? Is this what you wanted? I'm feeling, and it sucks.
Got any more of that awful wine?
Lights down on the office, up on Enaya and Taneesha. Both girls sit back looking at the papers. Enaya reaches forward, takes Taneesha's hand and holds it in hers.
Ready?
Sure hope so.
Together, they gather up the papers. Enaya places them in a folder and hands them to Taneesha. They stand.
I'll be right here.
You promise?
I promise.
Taneesha moves away. Lights black out on Enaya. Taneesha pauses to look through her papers and returns to the bench where the sweater hangs.
Oh, there it is. Anaya, can you believe I almost forgot this? Anaya? Anaya, where are you?
She picks up the sweater, looks left, right, lights out.
Anaya, where are you?
End of play.
Okay, thank you so much, actors. Please stand. Okay. All right. Thank you so very much, everyone. I want to thank the actors first. I also want to thank our beautiful playwright, Miss Marilynn Anselmi, as well as our fabulous director, Miss Jenny Latimer, and of course to our watching audience, virtual audience, thank you. Thank you so very much.